here is the Writer's Almanac for Sunday. It's the 17th of January, 2021. It's the birthday of the youngest of the Brontë sisters, Anne Brontë, born in Thornton, Yorkshire, 1820. She was a shy young woman, especially close to her sister, Emily. They made up stories together. When she was 19, she took a job as a governess, and 6 years later returned home and began writing. Her first novel, Agnes Grey, sold pretty well in 1847, and her second, The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, 1848, was a big hit. Within the next year, 3 of the 4 Brontë siblings, Emily, Anne, and their brother Branwell, died of tuberculosis. Anne was the last of the 3 to die, and as she died, she whispered to her sister Charlotte, "Take courage." It's the birthday of the poet William Stafford, born Hutchinson, Kansas, 1914, author of many books of poems, a conscientious objector during the Second World War. He was interned as a pacifist in civilian public service camps, Arkansas, California, fighting fires, building roads. He wrote about it in his memoir, Down in My Heart. And it's the birthday of Michelle Obama, born Michelle Robinson in Chicago, 1964, grew up on the south side of Chicago. Her father worked for the city water plant. She skipped the 2nd grade, went to the first magnet high school in Chicago, ranked 2nd in her graduating class, went off to Princeton, then to law school at Harvard, and met Barack Obama at the law firm in Chicago, where they both worked. It's the birthday of Benjamin Franklin, born Boston, 1706. Only had 2 years of formal schooling, but he read a lot and read early on the essays of Joseph Addison and Richard Steele. And he said in his autobiography, "Writing well became of great use to me in the course of my life and was a principal means of my advancement." He wrote under the pen name Richard Saunders, Poor Richard's Almanac. It came out for 26 years, weather predictions, household hints, poetry, essays, and adages, such as "Married in haste, we often repent at leisure," and "Where there's marriage without love, there will be love without marriage." Here's a poem for today by Jeremy Voigt, entitled One Night. The car crossed 2 lanes of traffic and a grass median before plowing head-on into me, killing my wife, unborn child, and myself. Before I died, I touched the shoulder of a policeman, felt the sure strength of his muscles, heard the only word he spoke, Jesus, and I smiled because I stopped believing in him long ago. He mistook my smile for something positive and not listless irony, and I tried to correct him, but my throat stopped. Red lights, blue lights, stars, gases. I walked home. My wife wandered off into a river to give birth. I began calling my friends. "We're all dead," I said into the phone. I let them cry or exalt in turn, taking note. I didn't know it would be this simple. I slipped into midnight robe, poked holes in a black sheet, tore into a loaf of bread, wandered off, yeast heavy, neither rising nor falling. A poem by Jeremy Voigt, One Night, from his collection Neither Rising Nor Falling. That's the Writer's Almanac for Sunday, January the 17th. Funded by donations from listeners like you, now available on PRX for distribution by your local radio station. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.